welcome to This Changed My Life, the Hindu's latest podcast offering. Every week, we have a guest who talks to us about a moment, idea, place, or person that transformed their lives forever. I'm Sanjana, Ganesh, a reporter and sub-editor from The Hindu. Today, we have with us renowned art director Thota Tharani. For years now, his sets have entirely enthralled cinematic audiences across borders. His elaborate sets have been seen in countless films like Nayakan starring Kamal Hassan, where he brought the sets of Dharavi alive. We also have seen him in opulent song sequences. Take for instance Rajinikanth's Sivaji. His most recent memorable work is from Ponniyin Selvan by director Mani Ratnam. But that's not what he's limited to today. He's an artist beyond excellence, and today we're here to meet him.
Kamal Hassan and Singitam Srinivas Rao were the first people to encourage. Earlier it was a struggle. It was not that very easy life to come out, doing all sort of odd jobs. Whatever job came, I used to do. Sundari Kannalur Seidi. Hey, thought a part there, na?
Hi sir, welcome to The Hindu.
Thank you.
Today is an interesting and a gloomy day outside in Chennai.
Yeah.
And we're at your studio in Tiruvannur. Can you tell us about how you are feeling today?
When it's too gloomy, you feel like sleeping. But when a little sunshine is there, you feel a little more active. Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel.
It's interesting you say this because despite whether you're active or whether it's a sleepy day, you seem to be constantly creating, which is why there is a big question that comes to me. Can you tell us about a moment, place, person or thing that changed your life forever?
There are a lot of things. I think if you ask people, there are a lot of people who have really helped me come through all these years. Mm-hmm. As a painter, as an art director. So if you're talking about the film side of it, is I should say Kamal Hassan and Singitam Srinivas Rao were the first people to encourage. Then Editha Nageswara Rao and so on people came.
Can you tell us a bit about what your association with them have been like, sir?
Very good. But only thing is that picture prolonged for 1.5 years or something. So all the films, they only say 3 months, but then they prolong. When you're talking about the painting side of it, there are a lot of people who have helped me, from Miss Sarah Abraham was the first persons to get my painting going, even to Victoria and Albert Museum. So she had given it to them as one of for their collection, for their Indian collection. So it's still there. One painting is still there. So it's a proud feeling that, and a lot of exhibitions we had. She had had me as one of the artists among the so-called bigwigs, like Hussain, Rani Mukherjee, Bikash Bhattacharya, and so on and on and on.
And this was when you were a budding artist, wasn't it?
Yes, I finished my college, and after that I've been working. But I constantly had shows every year. Either for me, I want to have one show a year, and whether it is in Chennai or whether it is in Tanjavur or somewhere, I'm not interested in. I want to have a show, I just have a show. So a lot of people have helped me. I can't say pinpoint and say only these people helped. No, there are a lot of people in Chennai, especially in Chennai, and they all try to help me. And I did. It was earlier. It was a struggle. It was not that very easy life to come out, doing all sort of odd jobs. Whatever job came, I used to do.
Can you tell us some examples, sir?
For instance, it's not like today. We just go to the computer, watch all the studies what you have abroad, and then select your studies. But it's not like that. When we were studying about the 60s, 70s, we don't know what is coming also, and we will not get the ads immediately. Mm-hmm. They will give the ads only. We will be getting it for Chennai especially and to Bangalore, we'll be getting it only in the last minute. That is, there would have been 3 months gap to apply for a fellowship or something. But by that time, this would be over because we had to collect, and there was no Xeroxes those days. So I had to take a special kind of a photo negative and print it in thin papers and apply for so many fellowships. So that is
You studied abroad in both London and in Paris.
I never studied in London, but I had the opportunity to go to London at the Chelsea.
Right.
But I was very much willing to go to this Slade School of Arts or something. I mean, you study the best school, so otherwise no. But France, I studied with under Mr. S.W. Hayter, who's no more now. He was one of the very famous printmakers in Europe and elsewhere. So I studied with him. Then the other luck is that I met a lot of film people when I was a very young boy. And everybody used to come and talk to me very humbly as if they don't know anything, that kind of thing, asking me what I was painting. It was not, they're not asking me, what are you working on with your father? No father business at all there. It was only my painting myself and they asking questions, which was a very important factor. And it was nice to hear them talk their experiences and all, which I don't think today anybody would get that kind of a chance. Like you name the person, I met Kanu Desai. Nobody knows who Kanu Desai is today. So Kanu Desai, Sudhendra Roy, Bansi Chandragupta, who did all race films. I met Ray, and then I met Raj Kapoorji. Then I met Akira Kurosawa's art director, Yoshiro Moraki. Mm-hmm. So I met him. So we had a long chat in Japan. I mean, so all this.
What was that conversation like, sir?
That was
from an art director to another.
In fact, those sketches were all looking like how I used to do. Mm-hmm. But I never learnt. My father had a style, and all the other art directors like Gokhale, Kaladhar, Ganga, all these people had a style. They had their own style, individual. But I created my own storyboard or my own thing because I never used to keep quiet. So I have to do something. And that should be unique and that should be that. So we'll be coming out with that book later. So this is what I felt, and it was nice to meet such a great people.
Then I'm going to come back to that association with Kamal and Sangeetam. I just want to know what a day in the life was, on set. What was the expectation of you and how did you deliver that? Conversations, how did they flow?
The dad and Sangeetam sir was very old friends. And whatever films he did, I think dad worked. After that, I took off from Rajaparve. That time, earlier when I went to help him out, he told, actually my younger brother became art director before me. So he wanted him or my dad. But since both were not there, I went. I said, let's see what something might be urgency. So I thought I'll go and talk to him. So when I went, by the time I'm entering into his house, itself said, hey, you don't come here. Where did you come? I said, no, sir, you called for, so they are not there, so I came. No. You are not into this. You are more a painter. You go. So likewise, he chased me. So I also kept quiet and Then when he said one fine day, he called me and he said, Kamal wants to see you. I said, why is this man coming? When I went to his place and he said, no, and now he wants Kamal. Then when I went, Kamal also spoke, but he gave me the picture. I think Bairamuthu was writing for the early days of his songs and all. So later, I found out they wanted this girl to be an artist. Till that I never knew. This all slowly they will be telling. And then after that, there was one, that market scene, which they wanted me to do, and all of a sudden they're coming now in the afternoon, say today is afternoon, tomorrow morning they want. I said, what is this market and this one? I don't know how the hell the market was. Then I got scared and I called my father. So, Dad, they wanted like this. So I said nothing, and then the one budget was given. Then they were reluctant to give that. I mean, they said no budget for that. So much of money or something. It was not big money. Then I told Dad, you catch hold of a taxi and you go away. I'll try to manage what it is. I stayed there only, the same location where that market, where this girl follows this chap and he goes, this blind chap, and he goes in that room, everything, we all went, Kamal, myself, Singitam Srinivas, Barun Mukherjee, who's a cameraman. And we all went to that blind school and how they're doing. Then I came back. Apparently, I knew that building quite well because from a child I used to run into it. Then I studied. Okay, he's a blind man. He can't just come out. The door has to have a bell. First thing, somebody coming into the room, it has to have a bell. So that is what the first thing I did. Then later, 4 steps from the stairs, then you walk 4 steps, then you come to a center table where there's a letter and all into one pot. Then the table set up, 2 chairs, not many people come. And then the one side is the bathroom, one side is the kitchen. So likewise I developed. They liked it a lot. So that's how things have happened, and all the time I was there. So what has happened is, once when we agree for a film, I mean, only now it's so happening, I was busy with one. But still, one film at a time, I'll not move out of that film for a long. I mean, I'll finish that film and then only go. So because of this, what happens is your time is wasted like mad, which you don't realize it. Only you will realize it when you're sitting like this, ideally you're talking to somebody, you think, oh, we wasted so much of time because of these people and so on. But working with Kamal was very interesting because he's very keen and he's very interested in knowing certain things and all. So that,
Give us an example, sir.
no, anything from Rajapar. I did 4 or 5 films or 6 films, I don't know. Rajaparve, Apura Sagodargal, and what's that? There's one more, 2 more films which I did.
Nayakan.
Nayakan, of course, that's a hit. That's an unforgettable experience. But that was also too much of tension. It was too much of attention.
But it was stunning set, sir. You brought Dharavi to life.
With all the budget of the producer, bringing so much to the celluloid is a challenge. But that challenge will really kill you because you don't have money, that kind of money to spend. And every time you bring some carpenter or somebody, they'll definitely wait in the evening for their money. So all these things are the things which you face for the last 65, 70 years. You face this. I saw my father also begging laterally, but only mistake he did was he never told me how much he took. If he had told me I took only 10 rupees, then I would have charged him 15 rupees. But he never told me that.
Right. So, sir, there is something that you have very prominently learned from a film set, like, one big takeaway from just working on multiple films over so many years. Can you tell us what that is? Perhaps you've learned from failure, perhaps you've learned from success.
All that comes only through experience. Not like today they say that immediately I'm also an art director, I do interiors and all sort of. No. First they have to know what the velocity of breeze is going to hit at what time, which nobody knows. But this is a an experience where you cannot pinpoint and tell that here you go, you're in a mistake. No. We erected one boat, we had to decorate it in 10,000 rupees. So they used to bargain only with 10,000, 7,500 and 5,000. So what will I get in a place like Rajahmundry? Bamboos were cheap. So I took bamboos and I made stands and I put intervened cloth. Intervened cloth is because your breeze goes through that. If I put a flat cloth, it can take it off. So I had a local carpenter and got it done. Every set till today was into budget. Nothing was very expensive. Whatever film you take, I can tell you the budget and I can tell you the story of it.
Sir, if someone had to ask you for one hack or one advice on how to succeed in cinema or even survive in cinema, what would it be, sir?
I will only tell that to be sincere, to be dedicated, and to be observative onto the subject and not to get diverted. And that's all. You will get your effort, whatever you're doing, there onto the paper.
So what keeps you continuing to create, and what would your legacy be like?
As much as I can, I have to work hard. That's all. You not wait for a legacy or anything. You just wait. That's all.
Earlier you were saying that you continue to paint one painting a day. You try to scribble
Before,
sometime.
not now.
What
Now, sometimes I leave away for about 6 months. I might not touch my canvas. But the 6 months will be, I'll be wandering. It'll not. So I'll be noting it down. So at one stretch, I'll start the subject. So every time, like I said, I join about, till now I have about 6 to 8 subjects now. Now 8 subjects, I will take the first one, then I might take the third one, then I might take this fourth one, then I might jump into the second one again. So likewise, when I distribute my work, I don't feel bored about the subject, but I'll be continuously doing my work. So this is what I do.
Sir, I have last 2 concluding questions, only to know what you go back to. If there's a piece of music that you would keep wanting to listen to continuously, what would that be?
It can be anything. My interest of music is not only the instruments but the vocals also. Not only Tchaikovsky or Brahms or Beethoven's, but even Tamil songs and Tamil films were also very. Sometimes if you listen to the old songs, you really feel like crying. See, I'm not. I was born here in Tamil Nadu, but my parents hailed from Andhra, and my mother used to sing. My father used to work as a theatre person, but he learnt his painting in Machilipatnam. So all these things together came to me. But you just do your work. And the father had a very big name, so many medals and so many applause, everything. But he was a very simple man, very naive, and that's all.
Earlier, in our conversation earlier, you were saying that you also consider Raja a genius.
Yes.
That he also brought very moving music to Tamil cinema.
Yes.
Can you talk about that also, sir?
One day, somebody wanted, one Telugu fellow, he wanted, he said, a soft kind of a music, a melody kind. So immediately I took off. Was my favorite song also. So that Sundari Kannalur Seidi, that song. Hey, Thota பாடுதேண்ணா உனக்கு முன்னாடி எங்கள் அம்மா பாடின்னு இருந்தாங்க, அதனால நான் எனக்கு வந்தது அப்படின்ட்டேன் ஒரு நாள். ஸோ நமக்கு எங்கேருந்து வரோன்னு நம்ம சொல்ல முடியாது. See, that's a lovely tune and also beautifully taken. Mani and the Santosh Sivam and all beautifully taken. And here, the other side of it, like Nayakan was a click, means it was only Mani Ratnam, again P.C. Sriram and Ilayaraja. What a score.
Sir, is there an artist or a film that you also keep going back to?
Artists, of course, the impressionistic I go a lot. I love, and my daughter also apparently loves impressionistic, and we love the when we go to a gallery and we sit down and observe for herself and for me. Impressionists are one of the most. That's to my school kind of work, so that's why I liked. And otherwise, I appreciate everybody because you don't know what point you are interested in. Because it's such a large painting, you should be aware that which point of the painting is interesting. It's not the whole big painting might not be interesting to you, but there will be some point where you really like this artist. Likewise, I like so many artists also.
Right. And a film that you keep going back to, is there one that you rewatch often?
No, I don't. I don't rewatch anything. Very rare if it comes into the TV or something like that. That's all. Nothing specific film that I. But of course, 2 or 3 films I have liked. I like for the work. 2, 3 films are there. Very, very good work.
You had spoken about Wizard of Oz at some point, right?
But not with you.
Not with me.
Wizard of Oz was my favorite at one time. Yeah. Not even now. It's still the favorite. Well, the way they did at that time. We should even understand the producer. We might give very little budget also, but you have to bring out the effect, the right effect what the director wants onto the celluloid. So that is what is your ability as an art director.
Right, sir. Sir, is there some piece of work that you're most proud of that you would want other people to remember you by?
There are so many films.
Right.
If you talk like that, I think I'll just joke for a joke. I say every film what I did should have been awarded, because I know the difficulties of what I went through. I should have been awarded for each and every film. When Mani's film itself is enough for me. All the 10 films or whatever I did for him, and even for Shankar, for all the directors I have done, good pieces of work. Even for Manikandan, I did Karsi Vyavasai. Yeah, that's also good work.
But thank you for sharing these aspects of your life that I'm sure not a lot of people know otherwise. Thank you for being so candid with your conversation. We hope to see more of you and more of your work very soon.
Thank you. Please visit the exhibition now.
Yes. For more such videos, please tune into the Hindu Originals. More such conversations with artists, with directors, and anyone from the cinema field will be dropping every Saturday. Thank you.